Yep, and that's mainly for like irons more than a driver when we get to driver. So
Okay.
that will be different.
And really, like on my I don't want to do this, so just like slightly like a lowercase y instead of like.
Okay, so yeah, it's a slight press. Let me take a look.
Just like
That's a little too much.
that's too much.
Yeah, right there is fine. Drop your right shoulder down and in. There you go.
Okay.
What club is that?
7.
Scoot your feet this way. So that ball should be 50-50. Bring your left foot forward too. There you go.
Like that.
Good, that's better.
Loop.
It's better.
So like,
Mm-hmm.
and then just figure out really like
Final call for the start to
back
second
swing,
approach
really
off.
kind of get my arm straight back, right?
Yeah. So okay, how in depth do you want me to go on that motion you just did? So take it back like you just did. If you're gonna work on that position, pause. So that's not what you just did. Go what you did beforehand. Like you stopped it here. So stop at that takeaway or P2 position. So bring it right back here.
Like do the same thing.
Yeah, but don't go all the way back. It's good. More there. Hands lower feeling. Keep your hands beneath your belt line. Now you dipped on that one, right? So you just keep it down there and just make it go. You don't have to actually make it go lower, right? On that one you did this and you dipped down with it, right? So more is just kind of a takeaway there. Set here more. For the 7-iron. Hold on.
I'm not catching. I'm not following.
Okay, so what you just did was you just want to bring it right to here. You brought it all the way up to here. We're just working on the takeaway right to here.
Okay, so just go. Okay.
Bring it to your right hip pocket. Freeze. No legs, no lower body. Just bring the hips back a little bit. I know. So as you did it, you did like this and you turn with it. Just shoulder turn to right here.
Okay, so don't turn it on.
No lower body, right?
Okay.
Better. Good. Smoother, more relaxed, less tension in the arms. Yes. Okay, so now look how high it is, right? So more to here. Kind of matching the line on the floor. Boom. Better.
That?
Mm-hmm.
Should we do that?
See, I got some more leverage now.
Honestly, I don't know what we're doing.
Working on the takeaway.
I'm not reaching it. I'm not catching it. So.
We're working on your takeaway a little bit.
Takeaway is what?
The first part where you take the club away from the ball.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it feels a little sloppy for me.
That's why I'm trying to clean it up a little bit, right?
So it doesn't feel smooth.
It's really just this. Right.
Okay.
So it's just shoulder turn to a set.
Okay, before you even move your legs.
Yeah, it's just really working on that, and it will allow you to have a tighter swing. Now from there, it's kind of everything shoulder and hips move together. Relax your arms. Well, there you go. Okay, here more.
Okay.
Right. Try to keep this guy tucked a little more. There you go. So you're kind of supporting it as if you're holding a tray of drinks more. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going from 1 to 2. So right here's 2. I want to get more there. Feel this guy on top. Okay. Now from here, we're just gonna go up, shoulder turn to the top. Relax the arms. There you go. Good. And hold it there. Don't let it fall. Support it without squeezing. Softer arms. Softer. Softer. There you go. See how you're fighting it back up? Let it sit back. Look at
Why does it have to be so uncomfortable?
right through here.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So here's the easy way to do it because you obviously got a lot of shoulder muscles. So bring it straight up in front of you like this. You have to be comfortable with the club sitting like that.
Yeah.
That's the top of your swing. So if I put you all the way back here, turn the body more. There you go. Now bend in. Don't squat so much. It's more of an oblique crunch. There you go. And then a wrist flexion back. There you go. Really fun, isn't it?
Yeah, real fun.
Right. So I'm just trying to keep you more here.
Okay.
You like to arm wrestle the club up. So if I keep you more here, it's an easier turn. Better. Good. Hold on. Good shoulders. Higher hands out here. Relax the shoulder muscles and forearms. There you go. Let it just hang there. Let it sit, rest, rest. There you go. Relax. Relax here. Relax there. Good. There you go. So you're not, let it sit. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
So you're fighting it back, let it sit there, let it hang. Feel the weight hang. Look up here real quick. Don't let it go towards you. See how it's going towards you? Let it go behind you. Yeah, that's what you gotta learn to feel. You like to do this.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Okay.
So I mean, I guess I'm
Don't worry about it.
practicing all wrong.
I'm creating.
I'm like trying to go like.
Yeah, you're trying to muscle it. You're supporting it. So go ahead and set up right here. Same thing. Smooth up. Good. And more to here. Relax, relax, relax. There you go. Feel it there more. There you go. Different feel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good. I'm just trying to create feels. You're going to go right back to what you're doing immediately, but I'm trying to create a better feel for you. Good. So boom.
Okay. So my hands still go straight back.
Yeah, they're not going behind you so much, right? Your arms are going wide away from you in a sense. So boom, 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 and away. There you go. And then on the downswing, as you start going down, as you go bring the hips forward towards the ball, your arms come into you then. Right? This will pay off dividends when we get to the full swing of the driver, right? Okay, so same thing. Shoulder turn long with relaxed arms, relax. Good. Now lower body, lower body, lower body, lower body. Yep, with more hips towards the wall. Yep, yep. Relax arms. Don't fight me. There you go. Soft, softer, softer, softer. You're one of my stronger students, I'll tell you that. My forearms are on fire moving you around.
I don't even feel like I'm holding that down.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you squeeze.
Yeah.
Okay. Better. Little inside top.
Say inside, like I hit inside.
New. Like your arms were inside at the top. So remember we talked about going longer that way. Your arms, your hands and grips are going inside more.
Okay.
So go ahead and set up. Don't hit this. Better.
Like popping it.
That was a little thin.
Open single, second approach up. Next on the
Bring
tee,
it
I should have
down. So
boomer.
you say thin, like it means a little top.
Yeah, so yeah, topping it means you hit the top of the golf ball.
Right.
Thinning it means you hit more upwards of the golf ball, but not the top. So like
Okay.
you hit like one or two grooves low or high on the club face on the ball, right? Or low on the club face, high on the ball. Excuse me.
When I hit close to here, is that chunking it?
That's going to be more of a heel or a hosel, right?
So when you hit the heel, that's when the ball can go straight that way. Right?
Typically,
Yeah.
typically,
Okay.
right? And the other side's the toe, and the middle is called center face. So you got toe, heel,
I feel like if anything, I heel it.
okay? And that's probably because how much you grip it.
Yeah.
You're just a strong guy. Relax those arms. Better. Now that's club face open. So
Club face.
open would be, yes, 100%. See how your wrists are pointing
Yeah.
open? Wherever the so a good feel is wherever the patch or logo on your glove is pointing is where the club face is going to want to point. You see what I'm saying? So if you got to point it exactly so it's pointing left and open, and that's how you're going to control. That's how you're going to control your club faces with the wrist flexion.
Okay.
It could be wrist flexion, it could be forearm roll, depends on the player and their feel. Whatever you got to do to recognize that when I do this motion or whatever motion, the club face moves. That's a top. That's 100% a top, right? All right, so now, if we go back to lesson one, we're smooth. I'd say we're pretty smooth. We're not sweeping and we're not sticking the finish. If you don't stick the finish with the balance, it's really hard to have a good sweep, right? why all PGA or professional golfers across the board are good, because they have really good balance. They can bottom out their swing very consistently. So before you grab another one, figure out where's this club bottoming out. Where's my sweep at right now? Yeah, like where between my feet is the club hitting the ground, or is it even hitting the ground? Right? No ground, right? Now I would say what I would kind of say is you're too upright. And because this club is pointing more at your belly button, right? It should be more down here pointing at your belt buckle, right?
Okay.
And that's going to keep the hands lower.
So you want the tip of the belt buckle.
Yeah, so the butt of all clubs, the butt should be at the belt buckle for a reference point. And that'll help you stay down through it longer. Almost. Now, when you sweep, once you hit the ground, your head can turn with it, right? Keeping your eye on one spot after the arms have passed is just going to hinder the rest of it. So I just smooth up and swing down and through with the hips. Fire the hips. Better. Got to keep the arms more relaxed on the downswing. Good.
Once again with you, I have
Smooth up. Fire the hips.
Second will be James
Got to keep those arms relaxed. Feel like the swing's going down into your left thigh or knee. Swing down into your lead side. Smooth up and swing down. Nope. Right? Bow forward more. Keep lowering your hands. Whatever you have to do to find that ground. Smooth up and chop it down. There you go. Like that's got to be, when you're playing golf, that's the number one thing you should try to focus on. I need to get low enough so I can get a good sweep. And then once I can do that, I'm going to just put the ball in wherever that sweep was at and go. Okay? Because that's really, when you're playing, pretty much all you have control over, you know? Smooth up, find that sweep. Your arms broke away, hands lower, feeling good. Better, more ground. I want to feel that club kick, right? So if you can't feel the weight of the club head at the end of the club, you're squeezing too tight, right? You got to be very aware of where that club head's at. There you go, even more. It'll kick back a little bit. You'll feel the mat kick back a little bit in response. A little bit more. You'll feel it. You'll feel that. It's called the bottom of the club, or the bounce. When it's right, like, oh, that was it. Closer, very close on that one. Yep. Feel your arms got tighter on that one. There you go. That was the bounce. Felt it?
So you should feel that. Like, you should be hitting the...
A little bit. No, obviously, you go harder than that, you're gonna start chunking it, right? But on most courses and most fairways, you need to feel a little bit of the earth, right? Not just the top blades of the grass.
My practice swing before hitting a shot should hit that much ground.
A little bit. You don't want to chunk it, but if you can take a little buzz cut out, or even feel a little bit of earth, that's fine. You just don't want to be just, basically just sweeping the tip of the blades of the grass, because the ball's sitting down a quarter inch most of the time, or an eighth of an inch, so you have to get underneath a little more. There you go. Now you can kind of feel the mat responding a little bit, right? That's how you start utilizing the clubs. All clubs have a feel like that. Whether it's obviously driver's different, but it does sound different when we hit the tee, right? There's a certain level of that driver has to hit the tee in order to hit it square in the club face. All right, so hit a few more and we'll start going to the longer clubs. I mean, a lot of the stuff isn't going to change. It's just going to have different feels.
So, again, maybe like this.
Yes, and scoot back an eighth of an inch. Perfect. That's it, right? There you go. Good. Yes. See how much easier that is? Yeah, that was the best setup right there, too. You didn't look so crowded. You looked so upright. Yep. Scoot that tee, the ball a hair closer to the tee. So more forward and then up more. Good. And then kind of readjust yourself to it. There you go. Better. Relax your right shoulder just a hit. Perfect. 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 Almost. Didn't sweep it right. Halfway up the golf ball. So that was thin.
Thin meaning
You hit halfway up the golf ball. Your sweep did not hit the ground, right? You had a thin sweep on the floor. Yeah, he's getting it. The thick's when you chunk the mat too much. Good connection, little open club face, right? So wrists are pointing in that direction, the logo of the glove. Hair thick a little bit, but better contact, right? It didn't feel like 100% clean. It felt like we hit a little bit too much ground before ball.
better than
That 100%, right? So at this level, I'd rather you hit a hair thick in the learning process and then dial it back a little bit. Thin, right? So no ground at all. This is the age I want to get to right here. I want to get to this age right here where you can just fall asleep in a range and not care. I have nothing to worry about. So jealous.
Right now.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be so great.
I love that right
Better. Very close. Hair thin. Now you're getting it. Almost. Good contact. Fast hands. I think that kid's getting stitches. One of the kids over here got hit earlier with one of the kids in the back of the head. But yeah, yeah, like 10, 15 minutes ago. I see a lot of that happens all the time. You give kids weapons and they swing it around, like,
Yeah, I've seen that.
and they don't pay attention to the red line. So it's kind of like
Oh.
I probably see it 3 times a year, 4 times a year. Well, whenever Happy Gilmore comes around, let me tell you, they start doing those things. Better. Good contact. So go to the top of your swing and pause. Push your right bicep away from your forearm. Push here far. Keep that gap, right? You want that to collapse on the downswing as it goes in, but you're collapsing it at the top. See what I'm saying? So keep your forearm away from your bicep. Yep.
Okay.
Right? You don't have to that's perfect. Right there's absolutely perfect, okay? You want to support, it's like holding a baby. Like if someone held you a baby right here, you wouldn't be like that. Okay, I'm going to hold it.
Gotcha.
That's like the biggest thing I see that needs to be fixed at the top. Almost. Let's try it again. A little collapsing. So we're going to try to take a pause for a second at the top. Push that ball a hair closer to the tee. Yep. There you go. Just keeps that stick out of your way. Good. Relax that right shoulder in. Good. Smooth up. Pause all the way to the top. Keep turning. Now push your right arm away from you. Almost very close. And let the club sit back in your right palm more. Relax your right palm. There. Now fire. Good swing.
I like this.
The main thing is so when you go back, you'll be able to see the positioning,
Yeah.
right? Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to get your club to be more in line with this stick. Right now, you're fighting it more upright at the top.
Okay.
So, and that's just working on swing plane.
Yeah.
Good.
So even further out there. Yeah. I got it. I think I'm going far, but I'm not going.
You're going that way, right? Better. Relax the forearms and shoulders. There you go. Right. So when you like to tighten up, I can tell kind of here and there at the top.
Yeah.
And that's why you're fighting it up, right? Better. Relax it. There you go. Now, let's go back one more time, same thing. Good. Relax into the ball. See how you're swinging down into that lead thigh now almost? that's how you're going to control your low point or your sweep. If I'm hitting behind the ball, am I kind of still here, or if I'm going to feel sweep ahead of it, you're going to kind of feel more at that position in that lead side.
So once you hit, you kind of follow.
Yeah, then everything goes through from there. But we're just trying to get everything looking like this more impact, right?
Yeah.
So, because you kind of get here and stand. Oh, look, look at that. Is that a black grasshopper? Go away, please. All right, so go all the ADHD and all right.
Yeah.
So let's go more here. Good. Now all the way up. And I want to see if you can bring your grip down to my hand. Down there, feeling.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the feel, right? That's over exaggerated by a mile, but.
Yeah. Okay.
No. All you gotta do is just
I
here.
don't want to interrupt.
No, you're fine. Here you go. Just scan right there. It takes you to my booking link. If you have any questions,
Okay.
yeah.
All right,
If you have any
And
questions,
your
send me a
schedule
text.
Today, is it pretty...
I got like one spot left at like 5:36. I think it is the very last spot of the day. You're welcome. I mean, you're just a really good model. You're just all in shape. You're like, man, do I look that jacked when I swing?
Can I shake like this guy?
Well, that's again, if your hands are down there, you wouldn't shank it. You like to get the hands high, and that creates.
What was I doing there? So what?
You just like to get here. You like to get comfortable here. You got to kind of feel a little bit like lower with the hands. Yep. So the toe of the club should be slightly in the air. You like to get just standing so it's flat. That's more kind of like impact.
The toe should be up.
Yes, yes, and a little less press of the grip for the handle. Yep, meaning just let it hang more. That's much better. That's way more square. Better. Good. Now just look out to where you want the ball to go. Now swing towards your target when you're ready. Almost. Try again. Just missed it. Little rolly.
Did I hit the inside of the club?
Yeah, you just on that one you kind of lost your grounding. Like when you got to the top, you did this more with your feet versus kind of staying on the floor, right? You just swayed on that one. There you go, better. Good. There's always something, right? There's a million things to work on, but ideally at the end of the day, we just got to get that feeling more, right? Beautiful.
It's a felt here.
Good job. All right, let's grab the driver. Driver or wood if you want. We got about, let's say, 30-ish minutes, 25 minutes. You can go straight in the driver. So fun part, a lot of that we just worked on will apply in feeling. It's just going to feel longer. All right, so the driver. First thing we're going to focus on is, okay, we're going to work.
I don't even know what the hell these numbers mean. It's just like
Perfect. Keep them all neutral. It's Chinese to me anyways.
Good. I don't know.
I have a student that changes it during all the time. Like, I just keep mine stock. I don't get Callaway and Titleist because I never had one, so I've never read into the 3 system they have.
Yeah.
I can move the basic ones. That's simple. But I think ultimately, if you want to be a better golfer, just find the neutrals more set up.
Yeah. So that's like more on the left, more on the front foot, right? You want to line the ball.
Yes. So for the driver, that's perfect. Yeah, I'd say right about there. Now you're gonna feel, because you need to add a little bit of side bend into it, which is pretty much this, right? All people you want to feel more on your trailing side, but you don't want to lean on your trailing side. You just want to like dip your right shoulder. Now, if I do that, just standing up, I feel 5 to 10% more on this side, right? So all we're doing is dipping our spine a little bit back so we can look at the back side of the golf ball or dipping that right shoulder down. Okay, so scoot back even more. That's what that's going to feel like. Don't push it. Keep it pointing back in there. Watch the club. Don't let it move back. There you go.
Okay, so I'm not doing
There you go.
I'm not doing like this.
No, you should not. It's not going to help.
That's only with the driver you don't do
that?
Well, you are doing it. It doesn't feel like you're doing it, right? For me, I want you to feel like the club's pointing more back at you, right? Because you're most likely going to slice it, right? So see, it's kind of matching your spine more.
Yeah.
You like to press naturally everything that way. I
But-
would like to see it sit a little more like that on you. Mm-hmm. Correct. Great. Yeah, tuck your right shoulder into like your rib cage, like down and in. There you go. Looks better. Perfect. I don't know why you can't hit your driver. It looks good. Maybe your setup was all wonky. Good. Yep, I would say if you can even feel like you squat into your hips there. There you go. That looks better. That looks muy bueno. Almost.
Those kids with those two clubs.
So you can take that to the pro shop.
Is that
Yeah, that's where they're. I'm not going to do anything but throw them away. So take them to the pro shop. I think one of those could be used in a murder weapon case. He hit one of the kids in the head with it. Yeah. Show me a little wider stance. Yeah, there you go. Good. Tuck your right shoulder down and in more. There you go. Good. Closer. So yeah, number one thing is to make your swing plane better. We need the setup to be a little more to get your swing plane to work for you, which is pretty good right now. It's just your setup was a lot of times when it comes to different clubs, it's getting used to the setups that you're in.
Right.
So you can get comfortable with the different kind of swing planes each club has in a little sense of the way. You know, this setup's probably the most funkiest one you're gonna learn. So scoot back a little bit more. Good. Right shoulder down and in. There you go. Good. So you're feeling like 55% on your right side or hip. Good. Stay behind that tee as long as you can. There you go. What are you talking about your driver doesn't work?
You know, when you're golfing, you only get one shot.
One opportunity. That's why my hat says Mom Spaghetti.
Vomit on my sweater already.
Yeah. Good. Softer arms and even your irons. Bring your hand grip back this way. There you go. Drop your right shoulder down. There you go. Good. Almost.
Whale that thing with that.
I mean, you can. We just got to get you hitting it better. It's possible.
It's possible.
It is possible. It's not impossible. Just got to get the arms doing less. More body turn through it. Yep. There we go. I like that trajectory. Little open club face. Maybe slightly off the heel. Now with this club more than anything, especially if you're hitting on the heel, a lot of times as we're swinging, we're standing up. So what I'd like you to feel is like your lead foot goes back and your right foot goes like that in motion. And what you're going to do is actually going to push the hips out of the way and hopefully keep the butt down versus standing up, right? So you need to kind of feel this happening more versus standing up from the swing. See what I'm saying? Almost. Try a practice swing. Really feel that left hip pocket just flare open on the downswing. Smooth. And left hip opens. There you go. Try one more time. Go all the way to the top. Yep, and feel boom. Yeah.
All in the hips, huh?
It's all in the hips, baby. Chubbs Peterson.
All in the hips.
Easing the tension, baby. Just easing the tension. We'll go ease it on somebody else. There you go. See what I'm saying? It's pretty good. 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 Yeah, I'd say scoop back a hair more and keep the hands even lower. Yeah. Very close. Very, very close. Right shoulder down. There you go. Ooh. Now we're starting to cook. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's at least 10 more yards to carry. You want to hit the fence on the fly, bro. With the amount of beef you carry around. No, it's 220 to the bottom, 230. I think it's 224. Yeah, it's like 250 halfway. It's like 268 to carry it. Right shoulder down. There you go. It might even 258. There you go. Now we're getting more carry out of it. So see how it's starting to go further in the air? Carry is what we're looking for right now.
So what am I doing that's carrying?
Your right shoulder is down, your spine staying more behind it, and you're swinging more with your lower body. Right? So meaning you're not like on top of it as much. I'd scoop back you a little more. Good. Drop that right shoulder, tuck it in. There you go. Yep. Keep that thing tucked in for a while. Little off the heel, I'd say. I like the swing. I like the stroke. It's just a little open club face. Yeah. So now you're carrying it like 200 versus 160. 40 yards of carry. Simple, dude. I had a first lesson yesterday, and he asked me on the very first lesson, what do you want? It's like more distance. I'm like, do you know that's just like a very loaded question? It's like that's extremely hard to teach on a first lesson. Now, if you're a scratch golfer, that's one thing, right? But if you're trying to break 90 or 100, that's a whole different conversation, you know, like because the fundamentals just aren't there yet, you know.
Did you do it?
Can you do it? Yeah, you just got 40 yards, bro. I just told you to tuck your shoulder in.
Yeah.
There, a little more. There you go. Yeah. I mean, we did get him probably 20 more yards of carry, but you know, to get that true, I hit it like 270 carry. Like even people are hitting at 320 now. It's ridiculous, but to get that requires a lot of painstaking positioning, endurance, and a lot of golf balls just trying to swing. You know. Now let's go. Scoop back a micro amount. Good now. Yep, that looks perfect. There we go. You're roasting that thing. Tuck that shoulder down more. There you go. Yep. Yep. It's way different than the irons, isn't it?
Yeah. Is that what I should do on the irons too?
Not like that, because this is just helping you shallow out your club. A little open. She's drawing back though. Just fast hands. A little quick in timing. Yeah. Good motion though. It's looking better. A lot of the times we're just trying to get again. The biggest thing you'll learn from your 790 or driver is not a bunch of the swing things. It's more just kind of getting set up into it.
Yeah.
Because you have a pretty good driver swing. It's just a matter of owning it now.
Now first tee will be JK and Herrera.
And
It's the milk guy.
All right, so now when you start getting a little lost, just go back to how can I sweep the tee? Just the tip of that tee. Good. A little more. Better. That was more what you're looking for.
Know what?
That was more the sound you're looking for. Yeah. There you go. A little low. Wasn't so far. You can kind of feel so much like you're behind it as much on that one.
But you hit net every time?
With my driver, yeah. I mean, I hit it over probably 40% of the time. I mean, really, I don't try to do that here. Like, I just try to work on that. Like, if I do, it's really rare I try to hit a ball over that fence. Maybe if, like, one of my friends are over there and want to freak them out. Yeah, I mean, I've done it, like, I probably hit 30% over the fence, 35% over. Yeah. Yeah. It's only, again, it's only 250, I think like 255 carry. There you go, better. I mean, see, if you keep that trajectory and you figure out how to, okay, keep making the ball go further and further, the secret is, right, the real secret to make distance, go ahead and set up. No golf ball. Jeez, it's crazy, right? So go all the way to the top.
Go where?
All the way to the top. Yep, so you got to get all the way to here. Now relax your arms, start your downswing. Relax the lead pull and relax your arms. Yep. Now from here, you got to use your hips to throw your arm to there. Nope, stay back there. There you go. Uncomfortable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, not fun. So you got to be able to get to side bend with hip rotation and arm extension, right? So, but before that, you have to get everything holding back as long as you can and throw it into that positioning, right? Most people grip the crap out of it and they can't get the arms long enough. So what I would say is push with your right side, push with your right side. There you go. More here. This is the key to helping get the more carry, because the carry requires holding on through here, releasing with your hips to your arms as long as you can, keeping your grip away from the chest. That allows a longer swing arc, and that's where the swing speed is actually generated from. So as we're coming up here, we're not going fast. We're trying to hold that angle back longer as we can and then release as long as we can. And that's actually where the speed is generated from. I know that's a lot, but don't worry about that. All you need to feel is when you're working on driver, if you're trying to work on distance, is when you're swinging to your follow through here, is your spine away from your target and your grip long. So when you get to this position here, is your spine back and your arms long. Okay. Yep. So long arms back, long arms through. There you go. See what I'm saying? If you go to the gym, what you want to work out on, that's a one hopper to the fence right there, right? Yeah. So when you go to the gym, grab a medicine ball and go from like rib cage high, arms long, and throw it against the wall. Like they have those smash walls, and be able to get to that position, right? Because that's what you're ultimately trying to do. Yep. The people who suffer the most with drivers, and surprisingly for how big your arms are, you don't do this very much. You do it a little bit in the back, but in the follow through, you're not broken down so much. So that's actually a good thing. I mean, I think the swollest they have was DeChambeau, but I think Koepka's kind of gotten him now.
Kind of Rory in a way.
Yeah, I mean they're it's not like a swole jack sport. Like they're just, because the problem is when you get too upper body when your traps get too big, you can't turn as well. You know what I'm saying? And if your traps and shoulders are too tight, it just ruins your mobility.
Apparently he's in his 20s. He looks like he's 40.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't require a low BMI to be a golfer, right?
He only looks like he's in shape.
I mean, there's some athletes on the tour, but there's also some very non.
He's crazy.
There's some fluffy ones.
He wins again. I'm like,
Scheffler?
yeah.
Oh, he's insane.
This doesn't even really seem like he cares that much.
So that's open club face. So that when that generation happens, you are collapsing arms on the inside, right? So back here versus that out or a long position. Your left arm got two underneath. So when you get to the top of your swing pause, I want your left arm to feel like it's more matching your shoulder up here, right? Instead of being so low and across your chest.
Okay, so it's gotta go.
Yeah, so kind of feel like it goes across your shoulder blades more, your left shoulder. That's better. That definitely will resist the hook a lot or the major block.
So I'm setting up normal. You want the top to go?
What do you mean? Yeah, again, same thing. I would keep the toe slightly up in the air,
Yep.
and then I would tuck this guy down and in. Scoot that back to normal. There you go. Definitely didn't go left. Yeah, starting to get there. I know. How dare we? 4 hoppers. Little heel strikey on that one. Good. Tuck that good. Scoot back a hair. Good. Almost. Just missed your low point. Kind of drop kicked her. Good. Right shoulder down. Good. Almost off the heel.
Off the heel.
Yep, the inside heel. Yep. So if you look on the club, there's probably a ball mark where on the heel.
Heel. No. So this is the heel.
Yep.
Heel, toe.
Correct. Heel's the inside, toe's the outside. Good. Scoot back a little bit. There you go. Little open. Okay, hold on. Pause right where you're at. See how your arms are pointing to the right? Bring them. There you go. Not with the hips, though. Just your shoulder motion, right? There you go. Make sure that club is pointing a little more back at you. You get into your press mode again. There she goes. Okay, go ahead and set back up. Move that way a little bit. Now take a look. Where's this pointing? Pointing this way too much, right? So you're already at impact in a sense. You need to feel more here.
Okay.
More to there. Now you could also get your left hand more this way if you wanted to. No, like this hand, go that way more. Now do it without turning the club. Move your hand over.
This way?
That. There you go. Don't move the club though. Take your hand. Take it. Open your grip pressure. Now move your left hand that way. Not the right hand, just the left hand.
This is my left hand, right?
Yeah, so just do this. There you go. But don't move the club. There you go. So look, watch. If you're gonna make an adjustment, move your hand, not the entire club, right? So your hand's too weak right now. So take this off. Put it there. Grip it there. There you go. That should help you shut the club face quicker. Right shoulder down. Yep. Try again. Definitely didn't block it.
What's that?
You definitely didn't block it. You just missed the ball. Yep. You just want it. Yeah. So just put the club more in your fingertips and less in your palm. There you go. That's better. Yep. Scoot back a little bit. Good. Right shoulder down. Good. Try it again. Yep. Smooth. Now you definitely got your hands in a better position now. Good. Relax your right arm. There you go. Good. Very close. Little heel strikey. Yep. Almost. Scoot back a little bit. Good. Relax your arms. Grip pressure should be like at 20%. Arm pressure should be like 10%. Relaxed. Great swing. Even with a dead ball.
I know, sometimes I feel like it's too releases.
The biggest thing is you don't want to tighten as you go. You don't want to tighten as you go. You want to stay on that same pressure, right? So when you go to the top of your swing, you know, a great drill that I always work on is, can I go 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000 and not get tighter in my diaphragm or my arms, right? So if I'm always going 1 1,000, 2 1,000, it's hard to be fluid in a state of intense stress like that. One more time. Yep, smooth up. Feel more here. Then start the downswing. Because ideally, off, tippy toe. There you go. So see how there's still balls of your toes in the ground?
Yeah. So I like to go like this.
Just tippy toe. Tippy to the
Okay.
big toe. So
Yeah,
you want to
just
be more
rotation.
here. Because if you're here, you're going to stay back on that trailing side. But if I'm firing my side through, I should be 95% over here. Like, you don't have to roll it that much, right? But
Yeah.
even just getting to there is
Maybe if
fine.
I think about it, it'll help me.
Yeah. And
So-
ideally, the concept's like, okay, if I was just going to twist behind me as much as I could, if I let that foot go with
Yeah.
me. Sorry, I look at chemtrails all day.
All day.
All day. Because I look at the sky all day long.
I'll tell you, there's none in Texas.
This says that, so it stops for like a month and a half, and then there's like a 3-week period where it just goes crazy all day. And since I'm always watching ball flight up here, I'm always looking up and noticing.
Well, you know, haters will say that's normal.
Yeah, no, that's not what clouds do.
Not normal. Let's go to Tennessee. You'll never see them.
I know.
Actually, you like Bannet, Tennessee? Or did they like?
I have no
I don't
idea.
know how. I don't even understand like.
I just know that's
weather
not. Yeah. Well, NASA they have their own cloud seeding things now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You can even go on YouTube and
Yeah.
type in NASA cloud seeding machine. It's this giant like 10-foot building that makes clouds.
It's crazy.
And that's crazy. All right, good. Yep. Trust your swing. Almost. Just got to square it up. Good. Scoot back a little bit. Drop your right shoulder down and tuck it into your right hip pocket. There you go. There. She comes back now. A lot of times, especially with you, when you block it right, you're just a little too close to it. There's not enough depth or width in your swing. I mean, when you're set up, yeah. So it just allows you to get a little bit more, your arms, a little more room to travel through. There you go. That looks more comfortable. Kind of tuck that right shoulder down and in. There you go. you go. Too bad you hit a good ball. It was a dead one. Watch it fall. Whee!
Yeah, that felt good.
Yeah, the shiny ones go further.
Yeah.
Tuck your right shoulder down into your right pocket. There you go. Mm-hmm. Open club face. Yep. Let's get one more good one and I'll release you of your torture. Can't we just get freaking sharks with laser beams on their head? That's every time I think about that pond, that's what I see in my mind. Tuck it in. Good. Oh, roasted potatoes. All right, what did you learn about your driver today?
Right shoulder down.
Yep. Got to kind of feel a little.
I need to back up more.
Yeah, you got to get kind of back up and shrink a little bit, like a little more squattier. Yeah. Yep, that's going to allow you to have a little bit more shallow of a swing plane, and that's not going to allow you to stand up as quickly as you like to, right? Better. Number one thing you work on is just, if you want more distance, just contact for right now, and then we'll worry about lag and arm extension.
Practice swings. Get a chunk in a little more.
Yeah, try to hit. You're trying to hit a quarter of that tee, or a little bit of it.